Hello, everybody, my dear son, my dear daughter. Welcome to topic 12, lesson 12.1. Analyze the line plot. Analyze line plot. Okay, in this lesson, we will learn how to read a line plot. Our date today is 21 March 2021. We are on page 699. Please open the same page and write the date of today at the top of the page and be ready. The first thing you have to learn in this lesson, you have to know some concepts. What are they? The word analyze, the word line plot, the concept of survey, and the concept of outlier. What are these concepts means? Let's see. The word analyze or the concept of analyze is to solve the questions that are given about a certain topic. This is how to analyze. So, what is your mission today? Your mission is to think and answer. Okay, let's see what we're going to think and we're going to answer what. Okay, what is the line plot? The line plot, as you see in front of you, it's about a line number with a written or given values that are repeated or occurred, then I represent the number of repetition times by adding a plot over the value directly. So line plots are a way to organize and represent data. Survey. What is a survey? Survey is a method used for collecting data about certain topic. Okay, this is the survey can be represented as a table or a raw material in lines like that. So this is types of survey you will find inshallah in this lesson. Okay, let's complete. The outlier. What is the outlier? Outlier is the dot that located far from the other in the line plot, or the value that is different from the other value. In the line plot, as you see, after representing all data given, you will find one of them far or out of the given values or the other values. You will find it with itself far away from them. It's different about them. So the outlier here in this example will be what? Will be 3. Okay. As you see in front of you, this is the meaning of outlier. And let's move. Listen to the submitted materials given on the online person online. With this lesson, it will help you more to know the meaning of the line plot. Okay. From the page of Convince Me, you can start and answer this question. How can you analyze data displayed in line plots? Line plot or dot plots shows data along a number line. Each dot or X represents one of the values in the data set. The data set given in the table, arranged in the table here, you can use it to draw the line and represent the plots over each value given according to the number of repetition of the value. So our survey is about science class. Appy and her classmate performed an experiment which they used different amounts of vinegar. The table below shows how much vinegar each person used. Okay, so cups of vinegar here we used half, one and a half, 3/4, one, 3/4, one and 1/4, 3/4, half, three, one, 3/4, 1/2, and one over four, 3/4, and 1 over 4 and 1. So to draw the line number first, you will select the least given value in the table. What is the least given value here in the table? It will be half. This is the least one. And the most greatest one is 3. So I will start my line number from the least given value, which is half, and I will end it until the greatest one, which is 3. So I divided my line number in equilateral parts and represent the first one here by half. By the way, here is a quarter and 1/4. It means you have to divide the intervals between each two consecutive points in 4 parts to represent the quarter and the 3/4. It means, for example, if we take 1 and 2 as a consecutive points, you will find the distance divided in 4 parts: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why? To be able to represent the 1 over 4 value and the 3 over 4 value. Okay, since we started with half, so then consecutive point for half will be 3 over 4. After 3 over 4, if we add 1 over 4 plus 3 over 4, you will get 1. So the interval here determined by the last denominator of the given fraction in the table, the least given denominator, okay, for the data given in the table will determine the distance between any two consecutive points to be divided on the line number. After that, you will count and represent them over the line with the plots that are represent each value. For example, in the first line, how many halves do we have? Just one. Okay. The second line, the green one, how many halves do we have? Again, one. Okay. Now I have two values represented by half. The third line, there is no half. Okay, so I draw two plots just over half. Okay, count how many 3 over 4 we have in the problem or we have in the data set. Okay, the first 3 over 4 here in the first line, and this is the second, they are 2. Okay, 3, 4, 5. So I will draw 5 plots over 3 over 4. This is the number of repetition time or the number of occur times that 3 over 4 happen in the survey or in the data set. Okay, let's search for the value of 1 and how many times of representing or the plots of value 1. Let's count from the first row here: 1, 1, 1, 3. Okay, in the second, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I draw 8 plots over 1 as you see in front of you. Again with 1 and 4. 1 and 4 represented how many times? Just in the first line, there is no 1 and 1 over 4. But in the second one, here is 1. Okay, and this is 1. 1 and 1 over 4. Where is 1 and 1 over 4 again? Here is 2. Where is the third? Here is the third. Okay, I draw 3 parts or 3 plots over the value 1 over 4. 1.5 represent 2 times in all the survey. Where are they? Okay, this is 1 and this is 2. There is nothing else. So I represent 1.5 by 2 plots over the same value directly. Uh, just we have 3 represented 1 time, so I will draw just 1 plot. 3 can be called as an outlier, and we give the definition of outlier at the beginning of the session. An outlier is any value that is very different from the rest of the value or very far from the rest of the value. Okay, everybody move to another part in our session. It will be convince me and we will back soon for solve and share and look back. How does the line plot show which amount of vinegar was used most often in the experiment? The value of 1 has the most dots above it, which means that 1 cup of vinegar was used most often. Most often here means the greatest number of repetition time, the greatest number of happen, the greatest number of exist of used. Okay, so this is the answer of convince me. We are on page 700 and let's back again 699. We solve and share question. Okay. Several students were asked how many blocks they walk from home to school each day. The results are shown in the line plots below. How many students were asked the question and use the line plots to solve the problem? Okay. If we want to know the number of students, we will count the total number of line of plots that over the line, and this is will give us the answer of the question of how many students, okay, were asked to the question. Okay. The first here 4 plus 5 will be 9. We will write like that. Okay. This is 4 plus this is 5 and this is also 5, 3 here, 3 here, this one will be plus 8, okay, plus 2, plus 1. Okay, 4 plus 5 equal 9, plus 5 equal 14, plus 8 14, plus 8 22, plus 2 24, plus 1 equal 25 students. Okay, so this is the answer of the problem using the line plots in front of you. He gave here the count by using tally. The tally represented by or represent each dot by a slash. Okay. After that, he combined them all together to get 25 students. Directly, I told you to count the number of floats and it will give you the appropriate answer of the question. Okay, look back. What can you tell about the distance most of the students in the group walk to school each day? The distance most of the students move is the distance that has the more number of plots. Okay, the most of students walk fewer than 5 blocks to school from home. Most of the students live close to school. This is the meaning of this given data. Okay, now move to guided breaks. Uh, this page 701, number one, guide breaks. What is an outlier in the set of data? My dear students, this is a very, very important question. You have to answer and save and know. Don't forget this question. It's a very important one. We said before that it is a value that is a very different from the outlier value. Number two, in the line plot on the previous page, do any value occur the same number of times? Uh, Explain. Yes, half and one half occur the same number of times. Okay, both values have two dots above them. Number three, describe any pattern in the line plot on the previous page. The most of dots are between half and one half. Okay, this is number four in the same guided practice. In four and five, use a data set to answer the question. Mr. Rice's students ran a 40-yard dash in the following time. in seconds. 6.8, 7.3, 7.1, 7.0, 7.2, 7.3, 7.0, 6.9, 7.1, 7.1, 7.2, 7.1, 7.0, 7.1, 7.2. How many race times are recorded? The raw material given in front of you now, this is called, this one called raw material. Okay, it is not arranged in a table or represented over a number line, so it called raw material. He asked how many race times are recorded. Okay, so 16 race time we have recorded. If we count them, we will find them, yeah, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 8 equals 16. Okay, this is number 4. We count the number of given value in the raw material or in the raw data set. It gives me 16 race times. Number 5, use the line plots that show the data. Okay, uh, the data is given in front of you, represented by plots over the number line. Which time occurred most often? Occurred most often, it means the greatest number of plots above the value directly. I think the greatest number of plots represented over the value of 7.1 second. Okay, another part in our lesson, it is independent practice. In independent practice, question number 6, how many orders for cheese does the line plot show? Using the line plot or the entire line plot in front of you will help you to answer the questions. If we count the total number of x's given here, we will answer the question in number 6 by counting the plots. You will find the order of cheese does the line plot show. So they are 12. Here is 2. For how come 12? Let's do it step by step. This is 2, okay, and this is 4, and this is 3, and this is 2, and this is 1. Okay, I will combine all the number of plots given. 2 plus 4 equals 6, 3 plus 2 equal 5, 5 plus 6 equal 11, 11 plus 1 equals 12 orders we get. Number 7, which amount of cheese was ordered most often? Most often means the greatest number of plots represented. Here is 4 plots just only over the value of half. So the amount here, half pound, is the most often ordered or the most often required, and this is from the given line plot. Number 8, how many more orders for cheese were for 3 over 4? Okay, 6 plots or represented 6 times, 6 more orders. Okay, move to uh, another part in our session, math problem solving. Use the data set and line plot. As you see, this is a data set given. Jeremy studied the feather length of some adult fox. Sparrows, how long are the longest feathers in the set? It will be 2 and 3 over 4 inches. Number 10, how many feathers are in 2 and 4 inches or longer? It will be 15. 15 dots are above of 2 and quarter and 2 and a half and 3 over 4. Okay, move to the higher order thinking here. Geronimo discovered he had made an error when he recorded one of the feather lengths. Which data value could be the error? The outlier is 3 over 4 inches could be the error. If the correct value were 1 and 3 over 4 inches, it would be close to the other values in the data set. The Common Core assessment will be the last part in our session today. Use information shown in the line plots how many melons weigh more than 11 melons. And thanks for watching and see you the next time inshallah.